Hello, hello, hello. Where in the hell did all the Ubers go? I get asked all the time. I can't catch an Uber. Can't find an Uber. They canceled on me. The one I found. I hear this a lot when you pick somebody up. I'm an Uber driver. Anyway, my name is Daddy O. I do some faceless channels, and I do this here face channel. And on this channel, usually I talk about um, how easy I found it is to do the faceless stuff. But today, I'm getting questions here. Uh, I hear this a lot from people. I just picked someone up and they'll ask me this: where are all the Ubers at? I can't catch an Uber. Uh, the issue is Uber don't pay a whole lot. It just doesn't happen. The drivers that are out here that stay dedicated to it, that stay out here and work it, uh, they're relying on tips. So when you ask yourself, "Hey, I can't find an Uber," well, do you tip? Because that's the one. If you Uber just don't pay enough. Come on, we all understand that it's a corporate thing, it's a business thing. But I'll give you an example. Uh, from where I live, to take someone over to the airport, uh, the average Uber ride for what their offer is anywhere from $14 to you may see the occasional 23. Uh, that's the high end. On average, they're less than 20 all the time. Uh, if you catch a local flea bag taxi service from here, it's $85. Period. $85. The driver's going to get him $85. And then he's going to pay his fee at the end of the day for driving that taxi, of course. But he's getting in his pocket $85 to take you over there. However, he works it out with his cab company or whoever he's working for. Uh, so for Uber to offer a driver that wants to work a certain area that takes someone away from there, that kind of fare, no. You're better off to sit around and run these $3 and $4 runs. You can do them in the same amount of time it's going to take you to take someone over to the airport. It's the tips. It's the tips because I can do a $3, $4 run and never go over there and make that $15, $16 and never leave, never go anywhere. So it doesn't make sense. The only way it makes sense nowadays is knowing that we're going to get a tip. And Uber, I'm beefing about Uber today. Uber just does not pay. It does not take care of the drivers. And if you've been a driver for a period of time, I've been one for right at 6 years now. Got right at 10,000, just under 10,000 runs. And I've been a 5.0. I think I'm 4.9 now because of some BS the other day. But yeah, it's the tips that keep the dedicated people. I consider myself a dedicated person. I'm out here every day. I run my people in my area. I do my job. But Uber doesn't take care of us that do that. We're just one of many drivers out here that do it. They offer these little tiny rewards thing. They got some kind of an advantage thing now. If you have your percentage up over 25% acceptance rate, and you're letting over a 4.7, I think it is. I'm not sure. I don't worry about it anyway. If you're, you have to have your ratings at a certain point to be in the accepted advantage Uber system. That system don't work because they only gonna give you. I think it's like for me for a $4 ride. I think I'm gonna make an extra 20 cents by being in that program. It might be 30. It could be something like it's so minuscule. It's laughable. It's just so ridiculous the offer to be that on the spot, that on keep your ratings up, your cancellation, all that kind of stuff. It's a racket. It's a total racket. You guys that fall for it, fall for it. My ratings, I looked at it earlier. I thought I was right at 20%, it's at 19%, something like that. I think I'm at 16% acceptance rate. I don't accept every run. I could care less about those. Take someone 100 miles for, let me get it right. 200 miles and make less than $100. and get your butt back to where you started your day at. It just doesn't make sense. Um, no, there are guys out here, and that's the game they play, and they're dedicated. They're more dedicated than I am to their system. You know, but it's the tips. If you're just someone that comes on vacation somewhere and you're staying, and you call for an Uber, damn, understand that little $10, $12, $15 maybe that Uber is charging you for that ride. Those drivers are getting a whole lot less than half of it. A whole lot less than half of it. And they're going to drive their vehicle. They're going to put their own gas in there. They're going to spend their time. They're going to spend that 15, 20 minutes to do that little chintzy run. And it's the tip on the end of it. And I've told you before, I've been quite successful at getting my tips because I work the system. I make sure that, car smells good. I make sure they're listening to decent music. I try to take care of the people that are riding with me. I show them where to go because I know there's no one that knows this place better than me. I'm an old guy, if you don't know. I'm 71 years old, working on 72 right now. And this here, doing the internet has just opened my eyes to a lot of things that I wish I had known years ago. I'll beef about that in another video, guys. Anyway, Uber, they don't pay. I mean, it's ridiculous for what these guys get, me included. To be out here, to be responsible for taking someone, their lives, their bodily injuries. We try to avoid all accidents, of course. And I was doing that just then. But yeah, tip you guys, tip you girls, tip the people, like I've said before in another video, I remembered, that are out here every day doing this thankless job, because a lot of times it is so thankless, we do it for the money. We got to, or we wouldn't be out here, working it. And the only way that we get acknowledged of our success at it is through the tips. And that's where, I, I, I wouldn't do it without making some tips during the day. I couldn't do it for what Uber offers us. It's just ridiculous, And like I say, someone to take someone to the airport from here is $85 minimum. If you call a taxi service right here, driver's getting $85 in his pocket, or he's running a credit card or whatever. That's just it. And to offer a driver, I saw one earlier popped up, offered $13, take someone over to the airport. That's about as low as, that's the low end. On average, like I said, they're probably about $17, $18. No, it just doesn't cut it. And I'm gonna beef about them, and I'm probably gonna make some more videos about it, because it's gotten to the point where they offer these little minuscule programs for the Ubers to do a good job to keep your ratings up, to they offer this all the damn time, and none of them really make sense. I told you, I've been the gold, I've been the diamond, I've been all that when I first started. I worked my tail off for it. And I fastly realized they were going to send me places I did not want to go. No, 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 no. I didn't want to be that kind of driver. And those, like I say, there are drivers out here that'll jump in a vehicle and take you 300 miles. They'll figure out how they're going to get back. They'll try to work the system back. I had some people a few weeks ago, the girl that had brought them where I'm at, had started her day in a place a long ways from here. I think it was going to be right at 400 miles from here. She started her morning that day 400 miles away. She had her a bag in the back. She was doing overnighters. She'll probably get her a cheap hotel, or she'll sleep in her vehicle and start her day the next day trying to work her way back to where she wants to go to next. There are people, I had drivers out here that do that, but they're very few. So, and those guys are making some jack. They're like an over-the-road truck driver. They can go a long ways and spend days on the road. Come home on the weekends. I guess that's the system they work. I can't do that. I'm too old for that, for one thing. I don't want to push myself to that point because that takes some young bucks. That takes some people in their 20s, 30s. If you're in your 20s and 30s and you want to work the system, yeah, you can do that. Now, you understand you're going to be on the road for a while. But no, just take care of the drivers. The ones that are out here every day, every day, every day. If you see a driver's coming for you and you see that they've got a whole bunch of runs and their ratings are high, try to take care of those guys because those are dedicated people. Those are people that have stayed with Uber for a while. They've done a lot of rides, so they're experienced, and treat them with some respect. They know what they're doing, and that's the way you have to take care of it. If you want more Ubers out here, that's what you have to do. So don't complain, don't bitch, don't say there ain't no Ubers. Well, the reason why is because people don't take care of them. The ones that come out here and try to do it for a couple months and they realize I'm not making it. Well, they don't know how to work the system yet. They don't know how to make sure the car smells good all the time. They don't know how to have the right music on when people are getting in the car. They don't know how to, people get in the car. And I hear from people, their driver didn't say a word to them the whole trip, not a word. You can't. You got to get. I mean, you try 4 or 5 times to get them into a conversation, either about where are they from. Oh, I've been there before. Oh, the weather's better here than there. I guess I usually use this one. Oh, you're from Chicago? Well, the weather's a little different between here and there, isn't it? Oh, sure is. I just got them into a conversation. I try to keep that conversation going because if you can get people corresponding with you on the ride, odds are when they get out of the vehicle, they're going to give you that 5.0. They're going to give you a $3 tip. I don't care. $3 tip on top of a $3. I just made $6. Didn't spend more than a mile and a half with them, 2 miles. I'll do that all day long. All day. Back me up on them. I'll keep me Uber, feed me one right after the other all day long with those kind of runs. I'll do them. All right. I have no problem with that. But yeah, take care of your drivers because they've dedicated themselves. The ones you see out here that are high rating, and they have a lot of runs. If they're over 1,000 runs, they've only been doing it a year or so. They're pretty dedicated to the system so far. If you see someone that's been out here 5, 6 years, 10 years even, and they're in the thousands and their star rating is real high, take care of those guys. Those guys are the backbone of making sure this system works so that you get a ride. All right. Uber doesn't depend on all the other ones are just, they'll work a week or two and they're out of here. They'll quit Uber. They'll see that it's too hard for them or it didn't work out on their schedules or whatever happens. There's a lot of fly-by-night Ubers. They'll come in, work it, and realize it's not for them. And those are the unexperienced guys. If you see they only got a few runs, 100, couple hundred, they haven't been out here long enough to really learn what they're doing. So yeah, you're gonna get some crappy drivers. That's gonna happen. But anyway, guys, I had to beef a little bit today about Uber. I had just to let it out, just talk about it a little bit because I saw, I got that from that one person that why is it so hard to find an Uber? I haven't got a tip from that person yet, neither. I haven't seen nothing come through on my phone. So, who knows? But anyway, they got where they were going. They seemed to be happy when they got there. My car smelled good, and they listened to some damn good jam on the way. I'm happy. Anyway, guys, I'm having a good time out here. Holler at me. Daddy-O out. Bye.